It was springtime on the island of Sodor. Emily thought the island had never looked more beautiful. That night there was a storm. High winds swept across the island. The water tower fell over, and the roof blew right off of Farmer McColl's barn. Emily was safe in the cozy shed. She could hear the wind outside. It went on all night long. The next morning, Emily woke up to a surprise. The storm had caused lots of damage. Farmer McColl was looking at the damaged barn. The baby calves will be cold at night. I must fix the roof right away. But Farmer McColl didn't have timber for the roof, so he called Sir Topham Hatt. And Sir Topham Hatt came to see Emily. The storm blew the roof off Farmer McColl's barn. He said, "You must take some timber so it can be fixed." "Yes, sir," said Emily. And she steamed off to the timber yard. The timber wagons were ready. She was coupled up, and she steamed off for Farmer McColl's barn. But the storm caused lots of damage. Everyone was working to move the trees. Emily wanted to go quickly, but she couldn't go at all. "Bother," said Emily. Trevor was helping to move the tree off the track. Emily wanted Trevor to work quickly. "You must work harder," she said, and she blew her whistle. Trevor was working as hard as he could. At last he pulled the tree off the track. "Phew," said Trevor. Emily didn't say thank you to Trevor, though. All she said was, "About time," and she steamed crossly away. Whenever Emily saw workmen clearing the track, she blew her whistle and wheezed her steam. This made the workmen cross, but Emily thought it made them work harder. Suddenly, Emily saw a pole that had fallen onto her line. "Oh no!" she cried. Elizabeth was working hard to move the pole off the track. It was very heavy. Emily tried to boss Elizabeth. "You must work harder," she said, and she blew her whistle. "Not if you ask like that," sniffed Elizabeth. "I got an urgent delivery," said Emily. She was cross. But Elizabeth didn't listen. She simply went back to work. Emily tried to blow her whistle again, but the more she blew, the slower Elizabeth seemed to go. Emily thought she would never get to Farmer McColl's. The sky was darkening, and the night was on its way. Suddenly Thomas arrived to bring in more supplies. "Hello," Thomas tooted. Emily complained about Elizabeth. "She won't do a thing I tell her." "That's because you're being a big bossy boiler," he told her. "You should try asking nicely for a change." Emily didn't like being called a bossy boiler, and she didn't want to ask nicely. But it would be nighttime soon, and the baby calves still didn't have a roof over their heads. So she took a deep breath. "I'm sorry I was rude, but can you please help me? This timber has to get to the Farmer McColl's. It's for the baby calves. Please help me. Please." Elizabeth smiled. "Why, certainly," she said. "I'll get your track cleared in no time." Emily was surprised. Thomas was right. Asking nicely was just like magic, and Elizabeth pushed it off the track. "Thank you," steamed Emily, and she chopped away. It was nearly bedtime. The baby calves would be cold if she doesn't bring the timber in time. Whenever she saw a workman cutting the track, she said please and thank you and waited patiently. At last, Emily arrived at Farmer McColl's. The timber was quickly unloaded. The barnyard was soon repaired. And the cows could now snuggle down on her nice soft hay. Thank you, Emily, said Farmer McColl. The baby calves will be nice and warm now. Emily was pleased. She arrived on time. Asking nicely was all she had to do.